Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. How are we today? Hello. Alrighty. And we are good to go. Hey guys, how are we? Hello, Sif. Hello, Cheddar. Hello, Valerian. Hello, Crypt. Or Niv. Hello, Precious. Hello, Nearly. Hello, Lover's Hope. Hello, Jelly. Hello, Anavuk. Hello, Blue. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Les Ferry. Shortcake, we got Field, we got Blue Corvus, we got Ralia, Livy, oh my god, Whimsy, we got Field, we got Mel, we got Joanne, we got Knight, Chester, we've got Sappy. Hey guys, what's up? We got Mix, we got Yuno, we got 80s Nightmare, we got Nearly, Uzi, Axolotl, we got AE, we've got Raven, we got Nye. Holy moly. Alright guys, hello everyone, welcome to the chat. Welcome. Nice to see everybody again. Welcome everyone. Oh, okay, that's real pleasant. Thank you. Welcome back everyone. It's nice to see everybody again. So we are finally back here. We're going to be playing some Ace Attorney today. We're finally back. I can't believe it. And we're going to finally get back into the game after so long being away, which is going to be great. So I'm pretty excited about that. Give me 1 second. And we will pretty much get straight into it, because it has been quite a while. It's been quite a while since we played, but I'm really excited about it. Nice to see everybody. Do you remember what's going on in the case? We just finished the last case in the last gameplay that we did. So we're actually going into this one completely blind, which is good because we finished the previous one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But we are back, so I'm really excited. We're starting case 3 of the second game. Yes. From where we had left off, we had just finished a case. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, it has been. It's been a while. I forgot we finished the previous one. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's been a while, so... But we finally made it. We're back, and we're pretty ready to get straight into it. So, let me just pull up Ace Attorney right now. Sadly can't stay for stream as well. Got some stuff to do, but hope y'all enjoy everyone. See you, Uzi. Yo, thank you for the 90 stream streak, Precious. This is embarrassing. What do you mean it's embarrassing? Can't stay because I have to do DNA BS to do. Bye bye, 14 Kiwi. See you later. See you, Lutian. Thank you coming. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. All right. I'm going to get us started. Can't stay for long because I have a meeting. But have fun every Kiwi and 42. That's alright, Strawberry. All good. All right. It is Ace Attorney time. Are you sick, Foreman, or just sleepy? Neither. I'm good right now. So excited to see Ace Attorney. Yeah, me too. We're gonna get started on it right now, actually. So I'm gonna pull this up. It has been such a hot minute. And finally, I can do voice acting again. Yay! It's voice acting time, which is awesome. So I'm excited. Let's get straight into it. And let's start the game. Alright. It has been a genuine hot minute since we've played this game. Okay. Let me know if you want me to turn it up or down, or if it's good. Thank you for the 50 stream streak. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Apriola. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna get started on it right now, but this feels weird coming back to. I'm really happy though. So, it sounds good. Okay, awesome. Beautiful. Alright, audio level is good. I've been waiting for this for so long, I'm so excited. Yeah, me too. I have not played Ace Attorney in a while, so this is gonna be great. Just give me 1 second, guys. Just gonna chuck something real quick. Hi, every Kiwi and Fortsy just gonna appear for a bit today. Hello, Jazz. How you doing? Nice to see you. But yeah, today Ace Attorney is gonna be that's gonna be our game today, and we're just gonna have fun with it. That's pretty much. Oh yeah, sorry guys about all the noises. Apologies. You're just gonna hear me chucking some things out. All right, cool, lovely, and boom, good to go. What am I eating? I've got some apples, and I also have a bag of pretzels. Alright, lovely. Let's do this. Now, where were we? I think we literally just started, or like episode 3. This was Turnabout Big Top. Yeah, Turnaround Big Top. Okay. Let's do this. Hungry? Okay, you guys can have some pretzels. Let's, yeah, I think we'll just get straight into it, so... Oh boy. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight! Oh god. What? Thank you for the 90 stream streak, Moonlit. What the fuck? The world's greatest magician. The one. The only. Oh wait, that's a girl. Maximilian Glaive. That's a guy? Okay. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go with the voice anyway. Okay. Okay. Wait, did they just disappear? December 26th, 8:12 p.m. Berry Big Circus. Circus entrance. Interesting. Oh, it's you. Hello. Oh no, I forgot I have to do the voice of this character. Fuck. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I hadn't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant bull. Not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica? Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. Yo, thank you for the streak. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Finn Compass, for the 105 streak. Mr. Nick? Oh, good water. Water time. Okay. Lovely. Huh? What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. I'm a little scared. I braved the winter's cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Crane Village, and it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. Ah, it's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remember the train? Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's got to be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really. You're going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you get to spend your New Year's with your... Bravo. Okay. Very nice. Oh, Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. December 28th. 9:12 a.m. Right and Co. Law offices. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Oh my god. It's the noise again. Hello, this is the... Oh my god.
Nick, it's terrible.
Maya? Perfect timing. Things are terrible here too.
Huh?
The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up.
What are you talking about?
My dirty office. What are you talking about?
Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV.
The TV? Now let's check in at the scene.
Huh? What happened?
Thank you. We're here at the Berry Big Circus. The Berry Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Berry Big Circus?
That's the circus we went to, right?
They're saying that there was a murder.
Yeah, they arrested him too.
Arrested who?
Max. They arrested Max Galactica.
Oh my god. Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max, a popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Okay.
Alright, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center.
Huh? What?
See you there. You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later.
What? Okay. I think we're going straight there. December 28th, 11:19 a.m. Detention Center Visitors Room.
What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max?
You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with sleight of hand.
Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing.
Oh god. Okay, hold on. Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events. What's before this fabulous talk? Oh my god. Welcome to the visitors' room.
It's Max! Nick, look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica.
Alright, sweetie, pick a card. Any card.
He called me sweetie.
Nick, brah. Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card.
This one.
Holy moly, bro. Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts.
Ah, he got it, Nick, look, he got it.
What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Brava. What the fuck is this case? Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time.
Max, you should let Nick pick a card.
Ugh, I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to see this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you?
Yes, I'm your biggest fan.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. Bruh.
Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling?
I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, draw a porcupine head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay?
Oh, yes.
Brother, Maya. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely cringe-inducing. Damn. Okay. Let's talk.
Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Fabulous. I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me?
There's a big piece of security glass between us.
Well, Maya, you've already been back there, like, multiple times. Yo, Mineral, thank you for the 105 stream streak. Let's fucking go. Yo, let's go. Oh, sweet jeepers. What the fuck is this wording? What in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Oh no. Anyways, lately you've become awfully lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? Maximilian to you, porcupine head, get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays, they get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, didn't you? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was a it was an amazing day. Alright.
Wow, that's incredible.
Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for the most modest magician.
See you, Pina. Have a good one. You're signed to an exclusive contract with the Berry Big Circus, correct?
That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You can't just watch a magician on TV, you know? Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie.
You're right. You're so right.
However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on in there.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Berry Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Oh boy. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie?
Yes.
I made all the crusty circus performances obsolete.
But I kinda like the circus performances.
Maya looks a bit down. Okay. Tell me what happened at the Berry Big Circus. Ah, last night, the ringmaster was murdered. Oh, it's the ringmaster.
The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry?
Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening, in his room.
So then, why were you arrested?
Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on matters, that's all.
Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is.
She's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Alright, there we go. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him?
What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max?
It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary.
Salary?
I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you?
Yes.
That's all you talked about? Of course. It was a fabulous chat. Wait, what? Oh, shit. It's this feature. Just fabulous. I mean, okay, now he's got me saying it. Okay, so he's got that locked thing. Interesting, okay. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. So, when you make absolutely fabulous magic, it costs enormous sums of money. Sums that will boggle your mind. Okay.
That's why you went to his room that night?
I went to ask him for a fabulous raise. Huh. Interesting. Well, there's not much we can do about that. So we'll just have to go back. We just have to... There we go. Meeting with Russell. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? No. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and give him more clues. Okay, cool. Alright, now I remember how that works, which is good. Fortsy. I swear, if you stay on this for another hour... Wait, what? No. Yo, Junie, thank you for the 100 stream streak. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Okay, well, I don't see what I can do here, so... We can't open this up. Yeah, we've already tried doing that. I have no idea what's happening. We are playing Ace Attorney. This is, yeah, this is, case 3 of the second game, as far as I'm aware. Why did they give him such a pretty character and why did they give us such a pretty character and make him the most annoying defendant possibly so far? It's not fair. Dude, I mean, yeah. Let me just present my badge to him. What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me?
He isn't wasting his time. Max, you're...
Okay, okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now.
What's that?
Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie?
Because you've been arrested for murder.
Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously, because I'm the famous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. And that means I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what? This guy, bro, I know, right?
Max.
Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke.
Look at Max. He's crushed.
Well, we needed to wake up and smell the coffee. He needed to wake up and smell the coffee. Speaking of coffee, that's a great idea. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull out some coffee. That's an amazing idea. Okay. Lovely. Alright. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, sweet. Done. Yes? Sir. You're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please, help me! I didn't kill nobody! Oh my god, he broke down real quick.
Didn't kill nobody?
I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane! I could never.
Max?
I swear, I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. What? He's back on the farm. Okay, okay, I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks.
Max,
Yes?
what's your real name?
It's Billy Bob Jones. It's Billy Bob Jones. What the fuck? What's the matter, Maya?
He's really just a country bumpkin.
Bro. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Mr. Attorney. Yes. A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of Hearts, right? What? How did he got it right again? What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valued possessions. The 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, did he?
Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick.
Alright. We can't talk with them. We can leave, though. December 28th. Very big circus entrance.
We're here again.
Yep, but this time we are here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene.
Let's find someone who might know something about what happened.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. Let's examine. So we got this.
Look, it's Max.
Even when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus, but looking around, it might as well be Cirque du Galactica.
The stars on his cheeks sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker.
Nah, it's alright. Those streamers do a nice job of introducing the circus performers.
Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades.
You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you?
You're right, I haven't seen one in ages. I bet they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top.
I don't think that was why. Well, about that, yeah. What's a streamer? God, I don't know what those things are.
This door must lead to the lodging house.
No entry to unauthorized personnel.
Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick?
I'm not even going to justify that question with a response.
I bet all of the stars stay at that lodging house.
Maya should start watching Fortsy. Yeah, you don't exist, Fortsy, sorry. This is the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus.
They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time.
So then, why don't you go buy one now?
Sounds like a plan. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet.
If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already.
You know I never do that to you, Nick.
Fortsy, hello! Hi chat, hello Roo. Welcome. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks, not to mention...
Candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones.
Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter?
Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones?
Look around. There's tons of snow piled up around here.
Yay! Wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup.
Hopefully she doesn't notice that discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. Okay, let's get moving.
Nick, the entrance is right here.
Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows.
I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dali the elephant.
There's no Dali, not today.
I know that too. Oh well. I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across.
It's not like we're here on business or anything. Okay. Oh my god, that's... okay. Let's go lodging house. December 28th, Lodging House Plaza. This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay.
Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky.
Ah, it's you two. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working on a crime scene, pal?
Because you're always working, detective.
Well, I'd rather not always be working, but with crime you don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left.
Nick, he complained.
What the fuck, man? What was the tomato for? That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Do you know who will be at the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Oh, God. Of course, it will be Miss Von Car- Okay. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma's really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about.
Like who?
Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? What in the world happened after I went back home?
Mr. Edgeworth? You haven't heard what happened to him?
Nick won't tell me.
Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore.
He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around?
Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay?
Nick?
I think, Fortsy, what did you do to him? What do you mean, what did I do to him? What the fuck? Fuck you. What? Bro! Bring him back now. Now, Fortsy, how could you... What the fuck? You could have stopped... Okay, alright. The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 PM. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go if you ask me, pal.
It was rather cold.
This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now. Surprised you, didn't I?
I'm not laughing.
Bring him back, Fortsy. We need this. Fortsy, how could you? What the fuck, bro? Fortsy, bring Miles back. What are you guys talking about? Excuse me, but do you happen to mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal.
Yeep.
It's pretty clear cut as far as murders go. He was quickly discovered. He was discovered quickly, but... There's just one thing that doesn't quite fit.
Huh, there always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit.
Oh, finally, the music's back. What was that one thing that didn't just quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints.
Footprints?
Look at this picture of the crime scene. What the fuck? Why is he... He's killed over a fucking dude. What's this? This wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensics expert took it back and are now examining it.
And what is so mysterious about the footprints?
Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is...
The killer's footprints aren't there.
Bingo. Where did the killer come from, and where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there is no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. Okay, but if there are footsteps, couldn't have someone have just, like, you know, walked there with the body, like, over their shoulder and slumped them on the... Is that not an option? And then just stepped backwards so they wouldn't look like they were there, and then, like, I feel like that's a pretty obvious assumption to make instead of them flying.
There's no way. Flying is impossible.
Yeah. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it means they don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Crime photo added to the court record. Interesting. Also, yeah, that's another thing. If you look at the image, right? Hold on. Let's look at the image, right? There is no snow residue on their boots. I think they were just placed there, like... They're just dropped on top of it. There's no residue on their actual shoes, which implies that they were dropped onto it. Like, taken from the back of the shoulder and dropped on top. That's the only conclusion that you can make, that I can make. So, yeah. Nah, definitely, that's, yeah, Okay. Let's continue on. Talk. Okay. I suppose we can present it. You know, I can't tell you. Okay, yeah, that's definitely... Okay. And let's move out. Oh my god. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from, out in the audience.
Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults.
I'm not doing any somersaults.
Why not? You look like you'd be great at it.
Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Grrr. Oh no.
Huh? Nick?
It wasn't me. Grrr. Grrr. Oh.
Tiger!
He's coming this way. Oh my god. Okay, it's just straight up tiger. Okay.
Nick, you're too young to die.
Stay, heal. Oh god. Who is it? New character. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet.
Nick, are you okay?
Scared you, didn't I? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, my fucking voice. Oh, I'm so cooked. Okay, let's do this. Okay.
Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he?
Oh no.
What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, he almost died there. Ha! He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people, and besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky.
Huh?
You agree, don't you?
Oh my god. Since you haven't played in a while, remind you that you can present people's profiles to learn more about said person. Oh, fuck, yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you, Sherlock. Appreciate it. I guess?
What do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume! It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best.
Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Hydrate? Oh yes. I'm gonna drink my coffee and my water.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I am a spirit medium.
Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up against an animal tamer, I bet we look really odd.
Nice to meet ya.
Likewise. Wow.
Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder?
Uh-huh.
My dad was murdered.
Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say?
So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night.
Even your dad?
Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 PM. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent.
Regent, so she was with that beast.
That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead.
For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would just tell us more about her dad. Interesting.
That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary, he's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend.
Who's Leon? Leon?
Yes, Leon the lion.
Leon the lion, Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices.
Leon, he died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him.
What?
Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it.
It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. That's not how I view it. She scares the fuck out of me, bro. I'm sorry. What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring things. Okay, interesting. Oh god. Okay, present, and then profiles.
It's Max! Hey, where's Max now anyway?
You don't know?
Nope.
He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father.
It's okay. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal?
Of course he's not.
I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what?
Oh god. This was the victim? Okay.
After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened.
The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. Okay. I say let's go over there. December 28th, Big Top Ringmaster's Room. Now, okay, for reference, guys, there are multiple people that have motivations to act right now, so, I don't know. I feel like she's a red herring, though, because the way she's acting is so obvious, that it almost feels too... But then again, Ace Attorney's not about how obvious it is, it's more about proving that they did something.
This was the ringmaster's room.
Yes, this room belonged to the victim, which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night.
Now that you mention it, that is what he said.
I wonder what... that's an interesting poster.
Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it, Nick, I want it.
I want to get out of here. Okay, let's examine.
There's a lot of posters here, don't you think?
There are indeed.
So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they?
Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here.
But you didn't even notice they took one.
She already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that? Oh, okay. Max G promo poster, emblazoned with Max's three famous symbols. What are those symbols, mayhaps? It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top.
Ha! Look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes!
What is it?
I didn't know that a magician... The salary is incredible.
She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much?
Incredible, huh?
You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it.
What's the matter, Nick?
Max definitely got a raise, but this document is dated a week ago. Okay. Documents related to Max's salary negotiations. He got an enormous raise 1 week ago.
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed. Just look at the awards the circus has won.
Like, all county quiz champions, Ringmasters Association mini golf master, beer belly balloon bouncing champ, pet grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never have imagined.
Wow. Yeah. Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances.
Posters are the way to go, aren't they?
What do you mean?
We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legalists. You will say, wow, or perhaps, hold it, don't miss out on a stunning life-or-death courtroom thrill ride.
With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Damn. Damn, that's crazy.
This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap.
There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster.
He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father.
I have a feeling that is going to change.
You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat.
And they call this the face of someone who already knew that.
What?
A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket.
Huh? Where? Where?
Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats.
You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup.
It's quite a collection of the most understated colours. Shocking pink, for example.
This one says it's 100% all-natural organic mascara.
And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime.
The ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual.
Interesting.
All of these frames look the same.
They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Center.
You're kidding, right?
What? They made a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. What? Okay.
Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall.
It's like a guided tour of the circus's history.
This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing in our office? We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty.
And what if we had a client who was found guilty?
We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that?
Of course. Yeah, just redact them.
Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that?
Oh, Maya.
See, that...
This was the table we used when visitors came to see him.
Ew, there's mud caked on the table.
Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table.
Nick, don't even think about it.
I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Wait, what? There's mud on here? Oh no, that's going to be important, isn't it? I don't see anything in here that we can really do. Like, we've already looked around, so I think we can leave now. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's go back to Gumshoe. And we're going to present... I've got an affidavits from the most of the performers at the circus. They're certainly a strange bunch of characters.
You don't say.
Well, not stranger than you, I suppose.
That was cold.
Damn. They just roast the shit out of Maya all the time, bro. I'm sorry, I was just messing around. Okay. Okay. Okay, who else have we got? It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad.
But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal.
It's not just his attitude, I've got proof, pal.
Huh?
He left something at the scene of the crime, one of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat.
Well, it does have very classy decorative elements.
Made-to-order hat that is a symbol of Max's fabulousness found at the crime scene. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they?
Who cares if they're mundane? At least they are easy to understand.
I must have hit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness.
Eh?
Tell us about the eyewitness. Okay. B for Tony. So about the eyewitness. Oh, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Oh well. Oh, I just remembered.
What?
I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house.
Why is that?
Oh, no reason, just something I remembered to tell you.
It must be because that's where the eyewitness is.
Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal!
Well, let's go check it out.
It'd be so funny if you followed us in here. Lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. I wonder whose room this is.
The name tag on the door says Mo on it.
I guess he's not here.
Wow, it's a real mess in here.
It's been so long, I haven't been able to see a stream in so long. Dolly, what's up? Hello. It's him. My room's probably worse, though.
Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later.
I would examine the room before we leave.
Clown equipment is so funny looking.
He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle, he's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken.
Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice.
Who knows with that guy? Maybe that's part of the gag. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right. Treat Your Peons Right. Now that's not really a clown book. That's a that's a very out of left field book there. I don't know. It's literally about a ringmaster that's dead. That's like if SpongeBob was reading, like, Mr. Krabs is like on the floor like black. And then SpongeBob's been reading books about how to make a Krabby Patty, your favorite sauce. Do not treat your employees like shit. And my favorite book, The Krusty Krab. Like, bro, like, dude, it's like, this doesn't feel at all intentional or in place at all. Oh, what the fuck, man.
Wow, Mo's is very studious.
The Joke's on You, huh? Bro, that's the one that you're focusing on? Really? All those clown costumes line up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy.
Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible.
It must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What is it now? She better not want me to try one of those on.
I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channel, so we can display it in our office.
In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Okay.
Awesome, look at these shoes, they're great.
Forget the shoes, check out the great gag banana peel.
You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch?
Are you blind? Look how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid in his bed in an excellent manner. Damn, they are glazing these characters.
What, those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew.
Interesting. Whoa. Look at the ceiling. It looks like someone punched a hole in it.
You're right. I wonder what happened.
I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Interesting. There's just a random conspicuous hole. A conspicuous crack.
What the? There's a string of carrots here.
How strange. The carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. Bounced too high and got bonked. Yeah, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but the one who got killed died, bludgeoned in the back of the head. So, I can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he's using them for some sort of gag. I think we're good to go from here. Oh.
Nick, you can see the scene of the crime from here.
You can even tell that the ground has been disturbed.
It's right in front of this window, about 30 feet away.
I guess it wouldn't have been strange for someone to have seen the crime from here. Yeah. Interesting. I haven't met Mo yet, but I am a little bit suspicious of that. Okay, we've talked to you. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Maybe we'll take this hat and we'll go back to Regina and talk to Regina and see what they have to say. Hello, Regina.
This silk hat is Max's.
That's right.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing a hat. Huh? Really? Yep, he took my sketch to this hat shop, and they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool?
Okay, so she's the one that came up with it. Interesting. You don't think you've actually ever seen this case, really? Oh my god, okay. Let's see. So that is the... Wait a minute. Yo! Thank you for the follow, Fairy. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Something strikes me as a little bit odd about this, and I don't know what it is. The white rose, the hat, and what was the other thing? He's shirtless, brother. That is not what I was focused on. That's the odd part. The cards? Oh, I suppose so, yeah. I don't think we've not examined this area.
Look, that's where Max comes out during the show.
I've got to admit, that was a pretty cool effect.
We're planning for me to start coming out of the line during the show.
That's great, Regina.
Yeah, I will ride on Regen's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth.
Okay, really needed tip for class now. Bye, Kiwis, by Fortsy. Thank you for the stream. See you, Panorama. Thank you for coming. Sometimes I wonder about this girl.
Whoa, those lights are huge. I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me.
That's because everyone knows that you're cute.
No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Me? Of course, I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine. What about Nick, Regina? Nick. He's no hero, is he?
Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. Bro.
Ah, a ladder.
It's just a step ladder.
What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter.
Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us on a single clue.
You know, I've been meaning to ask you, what exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for?
A bloody chainsaw, for instance?
Well, there's definitely not one of those here. The seats are kind of far away, don't you think?
They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit in the big top. Maya, he saved you from prison on 2 separate occasions. What the fuck do you mean he's not a hero?
He's right. We can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing. Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said.
Let's see. Oh.
Hey, it's a rope.
Probably for tightrope walking.
That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it.
That's a good question. So what's the rope for then? Okay, I don't see anything else.
Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Ah. Well...
Okay.
What? Really? And then?
Oh my god.
Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout.
Don't worry about me.
Regina told me that someone professed their love to her.
Profess their love?
Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica.
Wait, what? I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways.
And then on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well.
What? Who was it?
Someone named Trilo.
Trilo?
Apparently he is a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus.
She must have some sort of strange power over them.
You're not kidding. 2 people in one day? Even I want to profess my love for her.
Bro. Me too, she's so cute. Phoenix, bro. Okay. That's... okay. Can she tell us about...
After practice over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes, that door right over there leads to...
okay.
Oh, right. I look so cute in this picture. Don't you think I look cute? Don't you? Don't you? You sure do.
No objections here. Okay, right. Okay. We already had these conversations. No. Okay, right. Well, let's move on from that. Is there nothing I can do in here? Oh. Okay.
Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there.
What?
There's someone over there. Excuse me.
Oh my goodness. That is not what I was expecting. Oh my god. Okay. Why do you look like a really sad Fred Jones? Okay. Hello.
Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me.
What? Huh? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe.
An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so.
Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like any regular person would hang around the circus dressed like that. Is he the clown? I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright.
I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya.
Well, I, just happened to be, passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some sign of Carney. No, not a Carney. I'm a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist?
I'm Benjamin Woodman.
Your last name is Woodman?
Yes, that's right. But everyone calls me Ben.
Ah, yes. That's your alias, right?
I believe they call it a stage name. Okay. Excuse me, Ben? Yes? You mean me? About the murder, I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular, normal guy. I don't know. This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out.
Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica?
Max? He's not very nice. Did he just say that Max is not very nice? Ow. My head hurts. Yikes, I hope he's okay. It sounds like he just popped a gasket.
Ben, so you're a ventriloquist?
The longer we can prolong not meeting Trilo, the better. Wait, what? But also I need us to hurry the fuck up and finish with this one case. What? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us you were a ventriloquist. Yes.
Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that.
I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben,
Would you mind showing us some of your skills as a ventriloquist?
well, right now, why? Ugh, he's contagious. Bro, Phoenix is so pissed off, bro. Oh my god. Okay. Bro. Phoenix, you Phoenix just fucking hates this guy for like no reason. Okay. Okay, let me see. He does not get paid enough for this. Well, he's not even meant to be investigating. He's just doing this of his own accord. Are we good to go? Oh, wait. I forgot about the profiles. No, he doesn't respond to this one. Okay. Nope, he doesn't respond to that one either. Let's see if he responds to himself. No, nothing. Okay. That guy was, wow.
Max isn't here.
He must be in questioning.
Aw, I wanted to see a magic trick.
He should be back in a little bit.
I guess so.
Okay. December 28th, Writing Co. Law Officers. Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking, let's get going.
Okay.
What's the matter? You seem down.
Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin?
Bro. So now what do we do?
Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We still don't even know what happened in the first place. We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
I could have sworn I've heard that before.
Well, we never have enough information.
Just admit it, you don't have a clue what's happening. By the way, guys, I don't know why, but every time I play this game, the only food I can stand to eat is sushi. I just really want sushi. Dude, it's like such a perfect vibe for playing this game. Oh, it's so good.
This silk hat really does look like it can fly.
It does have a feather on it. Maybe that's why you think it can take off.
You're right. Nick, I bet you could wear a hat like this. This is like one of those hats a famous detective would wear.
Yeah, I guess so.
But with a head as big as yours, you'd probably bust a hole in it.
Damn! They just roast each other.
Looking at this really makes you think.
Like what?
No matter how great a medium I become, there's no way I can make this kind of money.
So it's money you're after?
You only live life once, right? Well, then you might as well live it fabulously.
Okay. What's the matter, Maya?
Which poster is cooler, this one or the Steel Samurai poster?
I'm not a big fan of either one of them.
I guess putting a poster of a magician in a law office is kind of strange.
No stranger than a poster of a hunk of junk carrying around a spear. Damn. This is kind of pointless, don't you think?
If it's that pointless, then why do you have to worry showing to me?
Alright. I guess we just continue. Let's move inside. Maybe I'll talk to Detective Gumshoe. My internet's tweaking out. I'm really tired, so I think I'll lurk for today. Good luck with Ace Attorney, Foreman, and Kiwis. No worries, Red. Thank you for being here. Okay, actually, wait, no. I need to ask him about the profile right here. No. What a strange cast of characters we've gotten for this one. Quick cat. What the fuck, man? Bruh. Okay. Alright. Thanks, you know. Okay, cool. By the way, is my microphone too loud for you guys, or do you think it's fine? Like, is it good? Is it too much? Too sensitive? Or is it fine? It's fine to me. It's fine, boss. It's good. It's fine. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, lovely. Another thing about this case is just getting around the circus. Oh, no. I feel like I'm missing something. I just don't know what it is. I feel like I've talked to everyone and brought up everything that I could, and it's fine so far? Okay. Am I missing something? Yeah, they already brought this up. Yeah, that's a good point. Cherry, that was literally the last thing I could think to do, because otherwise I would be... Boom.
Ah, that guy. His name is Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know, he didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trilo, right?
Wait, we're the ones asking the question around here. Okay. Oh yeah, he doesn't respond to any of these. So, there's a bunch of references to this guy named Trilo. Over and over and over again. Oh. Kablamo! Oh my god. Oh, okay. Congratulations! You're the big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of the one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me! Earplugs must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one? Did you get my joke right there? I welched on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lansing. Catch my drift? Maya? This is like some Forstian nightmare.
Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book.
In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have great taste in clothes, girly. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh. Oh, God. God, the voice is fitting, but it makes me want to punch you. I'm going home.
No, Nick, you can't.
Oh, man. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to.
Okay, I get it. But you have to admit, he is kind of funny.
No, I do not have to admit that, because he isn't. Okay.
Could you please tell us more about the Big Berry Circus?
It's a very big story! You sure you got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on coming. This circus has been in business for 20 years! We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster Russell Berry.
20 years? Wow.
Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition.
But, I love the circus.
I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends the clownings on us.
Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh.
Ha 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 ha. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. A real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew that I had a family to take care of. He was happy to take care of his employees.
I see.
How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Mo. Wiggity 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 what? Ugh.
I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor.
Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 PM last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tucking out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it.
Caught a peek?
Of the crime. Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my joke can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth? But that make-believer takes things too far.
Make-believer?
The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? I mean, well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder... Go ahead. Nope, no way, just forget I said anything. I bet he's still hiding something about Max. You see, you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped.
That's not fair.
I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details, but only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny. Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me?
Nick, you can do it.
What's the matter? Just getting ready. Okay. Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. This is literally the kind of joke that I would tell, though. This is exactly the kind of joke I would tell.
At least his expectations are low.
I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Oh my god. He's gotta guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. Actually, no, I believe you would. Freaking Beepio from yesterday. I'm sorry, Beepio.
I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo.
That night, once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw... Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. Interesting. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he's letting on. Yes, let's try that, let's present that thingy to him. What do you think about this? Oh. I think... Damn. Okay, let's present some other stuff. It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat. They found this at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable, that jerk killed the ringmaster.
It really is a shame what happened to the ringmaster, huh, Mo?
It seems that the ringmaster was truly a great man. I feel like he wasn't, but I don't know. They keep glazing him. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? Ah, you want some advice on your developments? Oh, okay, yeah, no. This is another empty one. Nope, another empty one. Okay, let's ask about everyone. If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. Mo! Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could.
Ben?
The ventriloquist with the speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourself.
The cafeteria?
Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Ah, yes. The Berry Pig Circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Ah, thank you. This is an atlas.
Oh, I kill myself, really? I'm dying here. Coronary, what the hell? Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. A map of the Berry Big Circus. Okay, let's have a look. I've been friends with Russell since even before the circus began. He was so selfless, he always thought about others before thinking of himself. Damn, so they've been together for a long time then. I'll find a way to return the favor. He always took such good care. So they've been friends for a minimum of 20 years. I wish I would have thanked him more than I did. Okay. Oh, thank you, Thunder. That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese, that Regina. If only my Larina was that cute.
Larina?
Ah, Larina is my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true what they say about the tears of a clown. Damn. Ah, Ben. How's he doing? He's a ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Just kidding. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. Oh, that's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet What? It's a puppet?
Trilo?
If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him.
Really? Master and puppet.
Oh no. Oh no, Ben. Right, okay. Where's the cafeteria then? There it is. Keep our cafeteria clean. The cafeteria in question.
Ew, this place is gross.
This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder.
That reminds me, what was it that Mo said?
He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here.
He also said that there's gotta be something interesting there. Nick, what's gotta be interesting?
Don't ask. Oh my god. What's this? Must be a juice bowl or something.
Ah, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor.
A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor?
Do you think it means anything?
There's gotta be something interesting here.
Huh?
Looks like we're gonna have to go back and meet with him.
Him?
Alright. Looks like they left it here exactly as it was on the night of the murder.
They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? I'm looking at these dishes making me hungry. Let's go get a burger and a snack.
Oh man, I'm so hungry now. Once we're finished with the case.
Alright, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go.
Where's the mute button when you need it? So are they implying Max and Ben Trilo are beefing over Regina? I think so. It seems so. A bulletin board for bulletins. It doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here.
Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read.
Juicy?
You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer.
Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously.
Keep our cafeteria clean.
Doesn't seem like anyone ever reads the sign, huh?
Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die.
Well, that would definitely make them clean up. This is strange. There's nothing on top of the stand.
Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table.
Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this.
Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right?
I don't even see the depth in that table. Alright. TV, kitchen area. The kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here.
I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you?
Yes, Maya, I would try your hamburger. That sounds pretty good. Mostly because I'm fucking starving. Where is it? I honestly think my favorite character, and it's gonna sound sad, I think my favorite character is the clown. I genuinely think this guy is the best character. What do you think about this? Okay, no. Okay, good, yes. He's my favorite character. Okay, let's check this out. Okay. Interesting. Where's the door that leads in? Okay. They're really satisfying to interact with, yeah. At least he's not fawning over a 16-year-old. I know, right? Jesus, man. Hi, Fortman. Hi, Kiwis. Yes, Ace Attorney Cook. I know, let's go. Maybe I'll present this. No. Okay. This game is so bizarre. I don't get anything so far, but I love the energy of every character. Everyone in every game is like every case is like this. It's pretty fun. This one in particular is a bit wild. I don't know what's... Interesting. Yo, what's up, Zen? Welcome. Did I miss something in here? The chair's been knocked over.
That's what it looks like.
It almost looks like someone knocked it over in a struggle or used it for self-defense.
Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria?
Okay, so I did miss that one. I don't know if that's going to change anything. Dirty just all over the place. It must have been hectic last night to be cleaned up.
You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should
Clean up this place for them. Why do we have to clean up?
1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because 1 bears repeating.
But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence.
You know I really hate dirty cafeterias.
Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. I don't notice anything else. Okay. Hopefully, he's available to talk to now. Fortsy, oh, what's this? Fortsy, remember that thing with Max? If he's back in the oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh. Oh, it's my 2 sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did he just call me a sweetie? Again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet you for you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max, let's make this absolutely fabulous. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 PM. Once I was done with practice, I went to his room right after we finished.
They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house.
Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return.
Huh?
Sorry, Russell. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here?
It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat?
It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes.
Wait, there's the fucking thingy-majiggy. And then, I waited for him. But he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do.
We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max.
Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How are those Jurassic geriatrics? Shrimpsy? Okay, yeah, checking my posture.
Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, aren't you?
Yes, sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They're absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's already in the works.
Oh?
Wait, Regina? Oh no, that's the fucking 16-year-old, bruh. Dude. Yeah, let him stay in jail. Never mind. Alright, we've great case. Let's move on to the next one. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. This case is over. I'm going to end the stream now. I really appreciate you all coming. Yeah, he needs to stay in jail, bruh. Oh, no. Dude, that's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this Joker. When you make absolutely fabulous magic, it costs enormous sums of money, sums that will boggle your mind. Check his age if you want. Sure. That's why you went to his...
That's why you went to his room that night?
I went to ask him for a fabulous raise. I wonder how people can lie with such a straight face. Okay. What about this? Fabulous. You'd like me to sign this for you? Okay, no, that's just the generic response, okay. Ah, this is my silk hat. It's the only one of its kind in the world. It's one of my most prized possessions. This silk hat proves that I was somewhere else. Where did they find this? Huh, sweetie? They found it at the murder scene. Ah! I don't know nothing about nothing.
Ew, Max is so pathetic like this.
Max must be really confused. Can I ask what you do with such an exorbitant salary? We've already covered this point. I'm paying off my father's debt.
How could he possibly have such a large amount of debt?
For example, say you rented a video, and perhaps you forgot about it for, say, a short period of about 10 years. You would have the biggest late fee known to man. It's kind of like that.
Wow, now I can see how you get that much debt.
That makes sense now. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense! Maximilian Galactica, no matter when you see me, you get shivers, don't you? The silk hat, the cloak, the white rose on my chest. They're my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3.
Really? You had quite a few to begin with then, huh?
Well, I thought that you could never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beauty mark, soft pillows for lips, a beard, buck teeth. I gave all sorts of symbols a shot, but if I forgot one when I put on my makeup, everyone would forget who I am.
That's awful, especially for a magician.
Okay, it's time. Okay. Meeting with Russell. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Well... Yeah, because the hat was there. Jeebus, what's the matter? Sweetie, you must have some wax built up in your ears. You haven't listened to me at all, but it proves that you weren't just there, bruh. Huh? You're still not listening, are you? I said that I hate lies. Damn it. Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my late fee? Well, to be fair, he got an enormous raise 1 week ago, so it makes no sense that he was there last night. That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max? Perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room that night? Oh. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room that night? Maybe it was about this? Because he hit someone over the fucking head? Isn't this why you were called into the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria, but you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max. What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... We're gonna say Ben. Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be called a magician. Okay, nice. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way.
Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man.
We fought about my sweetie pie.
You mean Regina?
That ill-bred creep told me my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that?
Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben?
Told her he was in love with her? Are you sure this is the Ben we're talking about? Dude, can we move on? I don't want to do this case anymore, bro. This shit's all revolving around a 16-year-old and they're talking about love, bro. All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie.
What?
The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie and no one else. Oh my god, bro. Can you even skip a case? Does the game let you know? It doesn't seem like. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up?
What do you mean by shut him up?
You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word. Not without Ben.
Trilo?
The puppet, the ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Trilo Quist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed.
You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet?
You are so smart, sweetie.
Where did you hide him?
What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you?
Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet.
Fabulous. That should have taught him a lesson. Okay. I hid Trilo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trilo for me, do you, my sweets?
No problem. None at all. Thank you, Max.
You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. Okay. Let's move. December 28th, Big Berry circus entrance.
Huh? Ben's not here anymore.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him something.
It's cold out. He's probably in the tent.
Alright, let's move inside.
What do you think, Nick?
Literally the only person I like in this whole case so far is the clown.
I wonder if we've been making any progress.
Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress.
But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no signs of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved.
Of course.
And now Regina isn't here.
I'm not seeing how that's related. Yeah, Mo? Yeah. Mo's awesome.
It looks like the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing.
Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer?
I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters.
You mean stole one of these posters?
Yeah. Let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trilo somewhere in this room.
Trilo. Oh, the ventriloquist puppet. Okay.
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed, just look at all the awards the circus has won.
Like, All County Quiz Champions Ringmaster.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is...
That's Trilo! That's Ben's puppet!
I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Interesting. An operatic tenor who doubles as Ben's sidekick.
Why do I have to carry this thing?
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, hey, Ben.
Hello?
Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree?
Yeah. I do indeed.
Don't you think it's cold, Nick?
I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Oh no. Tell us what you know about the murder.
Do you know anything at all?
I don't know a thing.
Well...
I don't know.
You've been in the circus for a long time, haven't you, Ben?
Yes, about 4 years.
I gotta admit, I'm kinda interested in this place as well. Mo is so funny, and Max is so amazing, not to mention Regina being the cutest little thing I've ever seen.
Regina? I don't really like her too much.
Are you sure about that?
That's odd. Max said something about a confession of love. This guy is...
Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go.
Ventriloquist returned to Ben. Alright, Maya, let's get going.
It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben.
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't...
So, Nick, where are we going next?
I wouldn't leave him with that. Let's see. Hey, wait.
Who said that?
Oh, God. I don't know what voice to do for them yet. I haven't seen them. I'm right here, you blind one.
What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench! What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone?
Ben? Is that you, Ben?
No. I would never.
It was me, yeah, me, down here.
You're Trilo?
That is Mr. Quiz to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect.
Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better?
No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an ace attorney.
Trilo, we talked about insulting people. Oh my god!
But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Oh.
Nick, what just happened? Trilo is still a puppet, right?
Hey, who do you think you're calling me a puppet?
Oh god, okay.
Would you mind taking a look at this?
Dude, look at his smug face, bro. Look at his fucking face. Oh no. Tell us what you know about the murder.
You talking to me? I said you talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me.
Triloquist, you behave, young man.
Shut up, Woody. What murder you talking about? You mean the one where they off the old man?
I guess so.
No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts.
Trilo, you can't say such things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now?
Oh my god.
These two really are an odd couple.
Okay, I'll talk. Graham's got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hands up his pants.
Your partner? You mean Ben?
Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here.
Oh, my.
But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna.
Your...
Madonna?
Regina, my lovely Regina. She's stunning, right, Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far.
You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry?
Oh no.
The ringmaster got knocked upside his head by that flying fraud.
You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trilo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that.
Straighten up! I'm made of wood, besides you were there. You know what happened.
You were there?
If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts.
Fortsy, dangle him over a bit of molten lava. True.
You're gonna marry Regina?
That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she?
I think I'm beginning to see why she's seen trouble.
Well,
I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched.
I know you think that, but what?
I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song.
Yo, Kaseoki, thank you for the follow.
you gave her a song?
Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want...
Okay, I'm not saying that. We're moving on. Okay, alright.
Well, the melody is pretty good.
But those lyrics, I think they need a little work.
Who asked you? I'm the artist here.
Thanks. Now that Trilo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now?
Hey, buttface. You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all.
Trilo?
Enough jibber-jabber, let's get to court already.
Hey, wait a second.
Nick, what's going on?
He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Okay. That happened.
What in the world happened with Ben and Trilo?
Quite a pair, those two. What? Huh? Oh no, now what? Oh my god. Yeah, what? What the fuck? What? What?
welcome back, Nick. That monkey! Ah, my badge! That monkey stole it! What?
Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded.
Regina. You! That monkey!
Hey, no need to get angry, okay?
Hey, Leanne. But my attorney's badge!
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it?
By the way, the monkey's name is Money.
Wait, is it actually... It's actually gone! That's awesome.
The monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey.
His name is Money?
The monkey is called Money?
Yes.
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems.
Huh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know.
Huh? You don't know?
Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with.
What?
He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming.
Oh, I see.
Go to Mo's. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown. Bro, that kooky clown is the best character.
Do you mind telling me a bit about this Ben?
Ben? You mean the guy that's always hanging around with Trilo?
What do you mean, hanging around?
Well, he was there when Trilo told me he was in love with me.
Trilo told you he was in love with you?
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think?
No, not at all.
He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trilo.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. What the fuck, man?
Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you?
Anyone who's like first Ace Attorney stream this is, I apologize. This is not the typical.
Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while.
Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage.
But Max only talked to the ringmaster about it.
I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly.
So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet.
What? He's going to propose to me?
I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trilo?
How about neither? Wait. You do realize that Trilo is a puppet?
I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
Oh boy. What the fuck? Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Seriously, get me out of this fucking thing. Run, Fortsy, run! The concept of this being someone's first case. Yeah, probably because we ditched him early. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and head back to the precinct. I don't have to be here. I can escape. I can escape. Oh my! If it isn't Mr. Right all the time. It's alright to be wrong every now and then, right?
See, Nick? It just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it.
We're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Okay. So about Regina. Regina is such a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know, but that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in a dream world.
She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, all that seems normal to her because it's her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good or bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply without complications. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money! He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge, but under no circumstances can you chase after him. Huh? Why's that?
Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regima's family.
Then who does he belong to?
I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying.
You mean right now?
Of course! Shall we go? Should we go with him now or wait a while? Go. Now. Oh, what? That was quick. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today.
Huh? That's a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later.
A monkey who takes care of Acro habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects.
Hey, the net's ripped. Monkey must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore.
The net looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball?
I think so. Monkeys live life long, above the rim, you know.
You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game?
Of course, that monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
What are they talking about? Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. What are you talking about?
Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch.
Look at this. It's a trophy and it's really heavy.
Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here.
Let's go. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh?
What's the matter? Did you find something?
Yeah, check this out.
It's a ring.
There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Is it from the puppet to Regina? Well, I think it's about time we wrap our investigation.
Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow?
Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet.
Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side.
That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Damn, bars. Alright, this is an awful case to come back to after having weeks of no Ace Attorney stream, not gonna lie. That's okay, we'll make it through this and just enjoy it for what it is. Boom. December 29th. Guys, we're a day away from my birthday. December 29th, 9:43 AM, District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max.
Max?
Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick. Max is really nervous.
That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. Happy birthday, Fortsy. Yay! Yippee! Let's go. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Oh my god, bro.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, what is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. December 29th, 10 a.m. District Court. Oh, it's you.
And now the case of one... What?
Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
So,
Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica?
yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. Holy shit. He does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly.
I wonder if that is to our advantage.
Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Huh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count, do you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada, I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring your dad back.
Damn! Oh, shit! Yo! Fucking Maya got your ass, bro! Damn!
There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir.
Oh boy.
Alright, detective. You may proceed with your testimony. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold. All of the circus performers were gathered in the Big Top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence.
Damn. By the way, guys, Mo's room, there is a giant crack in the ceiling. I'm not sure how it would happen, but, you know.
A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, here we go. It's time. Finally.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out.
Let me ask you about the snow.
It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches on the ground. The snow froze it in place and stayed on the ground until the next day.
The snow. Let me see, there's gotta be more to this.
Eh? What's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record. Let's see. Might have somebody to join the map.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routine.
When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean?
Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up around 10 PM.
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world.
Went to the front gate. Ben went to the front gate, absorbed in his own work. The front gate? Okay.
The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious.
Have a good one, Knight.
You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the
Lodging house at 10:15 PM.
I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 PM.
Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony. What? Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
Why not put pressure, bro?
The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail.
A wooden box?
That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box?
Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say?
The victim was hunched over this 20... It's a small but strong. This may be my only chance, so I may as well ask some questions. About the wooden box, about the lock, about the contents. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right?
Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron.
Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron?
I figure they just did it to make the box. Ow!
I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know.
Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy.
Much better. You may continue on, Detective.
The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic.
There wasn't much that we could go on after Gumshoe of his time.
He gave us the facts as he saw them, but there's gotta be more to this.
I didn't see anything, but that's why you're the lawyer and I'm the medium.
Yes. I think a picture of the crime scene. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 PM, making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 PM. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 PM. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Well, we can't disprove any of that information, except maybe the snow? Or maybe we should pressure about the wooden box for more information. Because there was more info about the lock. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? How the ace are turning? Hey, Dowdens, it's going pretty good.
Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up.
So, when you found the box, it was locked, correct?
Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe.
Okay. Maybe we should ask about what was inside the box. Dude, this puppet needs to burn, bro. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox, so we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
That's not what it looks like. What's inside the bottle?
It's filled with pepper. Pepper? What in the world? Why in the world was it locked in that big box?
There was only one little bottle in that huge box? Huh.
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning.
Found inside the wooden box the victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. I love tuning in to hear the voices Fortsy uses for Ace. Oh, thanks, Dowdens.
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the events now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of them is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
Huh? I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well.
Oh no.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Trilo Quist.
I am employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Me, 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 me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trilo,
You know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose! You'd think that you'd have the sense to fix it.
Oh my god.
It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their mind.
what's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is!
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony. Ouch!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure this out, witness. Now let's proceed.
What you witnessed? What did you witness, Ben? What the fuck?
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime.
Interesting.
He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
That makes no sense, though.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene, you're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why is that?
Here's absolute proof.
silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecution skills are unrivaled. Well done.
No, anyone could have framed that.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay, I guess she's the boss again today. I just love how the judge is never on our side, despite the fact we have a, we have a 7 case win rate and 0 losses.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean clown.
The clown? You're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's always ahead of the pack.
Then what happened?
Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance.
Why? Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was.
What?
That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime.
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Snobby 3-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's 3-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions.
Damn.
He was the only one headed that way. How could that punk not be the killer?
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? There's no proof it was Max. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica.
Hey, you still don't get it, do you? I saw what I saw. It was Max's 3-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you.
I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright.
Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy.
Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose it would have been around... Hey, what time was it?
Huh? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30, I think.
Practice ended around...
Practice ended at 10 PM, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra?
It would make sense if Trilo and Ben, unfortunately, sadly, were watching Regina. You know, like at the entrance, because Regina was inside the circus. Yo, Feliz, what's up?
Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone?
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories.
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something.
Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
What? The fucking puppet just blew up!
Oh my god. I think I would prefer Ben without the bow. Hello there. Thank you for the first time message. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Huh? It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that better love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge.
Okay. I ditched him and went back to the pub, so that's when I saw Max heading... Okay. I think it was this one, and then the questions came up. Okay. Boom. This one. They spelled judgment as judgment. Ben only saw Max. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well, the clown?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright?
Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Wouldn't they have not seen the clown? Mo? They split it off, but wouldn't... They would have seen Russell himself, because, you know, he was meant to be dead.
That's the victim.
That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well.
Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Anyone could have seen him. Anyone with a sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
I see.
Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah!
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. Ow!
There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Pain.
Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quest, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
That's where the ring comes from.
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You are the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Bro.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
Wait. You still have it? You were going to propose? You? A puppet?
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Exactly.
What? His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Brother.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What's with that sigh at the end?
Bro, what is this case, dude? Ugh.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina.
By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct, to Regina?
Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give to her.
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was gonna give to her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement
ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Push on any pain equals bad. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to— Ow!
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I planned on giving an engagement ring to Regina.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina is gonna love it.
It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on.
I kept it in my pocket, waiting for a chance to propose and give it to her.
Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You've got to be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
I'm sorry. Really?
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really?
Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her.
So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob? Wait. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his woodblock in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries.
So what about this present?
In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give it up that easily. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
Okay, guys, I haven't saved this case in a little while, so I'm going to save it real quick. Bam! There we go. That judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe you should get out more. Damn. Don't be so surprised I was going to pose. I'm planning on giving the game ring to... I kept it in my pocket waiting for a chance to give it. Of course, out of my pocket, then it was a present for it. In the end, I wasn't, so I still got it in my pocket. Then what is this? Trilo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah! That's mine! Give it back! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Ah!
What is going on here?
That's... Ben, say something!
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put in money, like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word.
Ah, I see. Well then.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk away, correct?
Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time.
Oh my god.
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilo Quist.
What did you do when the... Wait. I'm such an idiot. Ben and Triloquist. Ben Triloquist. Oh my god. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money.
Did you finally get it? Yeah. Yeah, I just realized. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
The wheels are slowly turning. You didn't get it before. I wasn't thinking about it, no. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben doesn't exercise enough. Yeah! That's it. There's a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that the witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. I didn't get it even till Fortsy pointed it out.
Well then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that somebody slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that doorface in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Huh, I've told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah. I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Yeah, but who's to say it was him? You just saw their outfit.
So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Which means that it could have been the fucking acrobat. The guy who's literally trained the monkey. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him?
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina.
So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed to one area, I suppose.
Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo.
But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night.
So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina.
He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes.
About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure that out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 PM, and you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes, I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it?
What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Ow! I'm no good at...
It was 10:10 PM.
Yes, that sounds about right.
It sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence.
So you testify that you said good evening to Max that night?
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben, you've got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside the courtroom.
Impossible, a performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Evening greeting. Ben's half of the comedy act. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to review your work, he would, ow!
You're not trying to pass yourself as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should know better. Ow, 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 that hurts. That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene.
Okay, let me go back. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said.
I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Silk hat, cloak, white... Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting with everyone else.
There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work. Let's do this again. Let's, Isn't it a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly, how is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips stop flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max, but how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
Yeah. Let's see. We could bring up... I said good evening to him. No. Yona... Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let me go from the beginning. I'll give you that I was waiting for Regina that night, yes, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. No. Just to be sure, yeah. I wanted to test it just to make sure. Okay. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Something feels wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight.
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Good morning, I hope you don't mind that I'm lurking here for a while. I really enjoyed the series and I hope you enjoy it too. Hello, British, thank you for the first time message, welcome. Yeah, of course, absolutely. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would suddenly have become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just come up and say good evening to his rival.
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court.
Hello, SC. It's going good.
Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He saw a different person. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world?
What in the world? You...
Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trilo saw that evening, then?
Honestly, it could have been Russell Berry himself. We saw the outfit on the right-hand side when Max was in the room with them. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct?
Gulp.
Answer the question, Mr. Quist.
Ah!
Oh no, but that makes another thing really confusing.
Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Well, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues it was the defendant who saw the witness that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You've got to remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone. All together now. Ow! Yes, yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
A silk hat and cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes, I think we finally won a point on this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but...
But...
who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh?
Oh, you're talking about the clown.
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is none other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
Bruh.
Ay, ay, ay. Holy moly, bro.
What a trail. Oh my god. This has been crazy. Okay, I'm gonna save over this. Why is the prosecution not telling the defense the witnesses they're calling? I think they were about to. I think it was like a dramatic build-up type thing. This game is really dramatic. December 29th, 11:54 AM. Oh boy, it's gonna be my birthday soon.
Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room.
Oh, and while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime.
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
Double,
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president.
You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Oh my god, bruh. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. I want to know what that dirt was inside the ringmaster's room. You guys remember that?
Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well, I will now call my next witness, a pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why does she just call him a pitiful clown? Leave Mo alone!
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
In West... Wait. No fucking way. For a split second, did I just see a West Philadelphia born and raised reference? A fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reference. I saw that, bro. That was not slick. What? What the fuck?
Name and occupation.
Would the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in the courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what to joke is best suited for this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no surface. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist? Dr. Seymour Butts! Oh, how was that one? But a couple of clouds were up to no good. Oh my god. But a couple of clouds that were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood, bro.
Your name.
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m., the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, it was. Yes, it is.
Very well,
Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza.
Without the humor, please.
Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogy self in court.
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with some jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? What are we talking about? This has nothing to do with the case. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Witness,
Huh?
we will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over.
You have to take your leave. Good luck with the case, Fortman, and have fun, Kiwis. See you later, Joanne.
Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You'll really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man after.
Thank you, I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. What you witnessed. Alright. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. Maybe he was tired because he carried that box? Question mark? That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That might be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor? I'm afraid that
if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you're not going to engage in pointless saber rattling.
I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause this kind of stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. How long are those cases I want to try playing? Yeah, they can go... They last several hours. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 PM, correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 PM? Now, 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock, that way I can make a great joke. Fine. You know, you want to hear the joke. A man goes to the doctor and a doctor asks, "How is number 1?" The man says every day, ow! The man says every day, it's...
Witness, these are exactly the types of jokes you just say for the detective.
Ow!
You knew what would happen, don't look at me like that.
Mr. Wright, you're hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court.
This isn't funny at all, in more ways than one. Damn it. Okay, let's go back. Come on, come on. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 PM, alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of clowning around.
Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke.
There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony?
You are so boring.
You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. She's whipping him in the courtroom. What is he? Have you ever seen Ace Attorney? You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese double. Bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply.
I've got a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty.
What? I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. You just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could say also peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls!
Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him on this issue. Oh no. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot?
Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow!
That's not something you just forget to mention.
Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony.
Okay, let's save this, because we are starting to choke. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kinda sounded like, I guess you could say...
Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary.
How'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess the sound sounded like, suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like. Honestly.
Someone getting hit. Huh.
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw...
That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and then all of a sudden Max clogged the ringmaster over the head. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. That's not 30 feet in the map.
Just 30 feet, that's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility.
I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows you saw.
It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right, I'd been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma, but now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I possibly be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school and need to be one? Everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness, get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw?
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clunked Ringmaster over the head. You say you saw the Ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of the murder committed that night?
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown, because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Oh, fuck. Gulp. Isn't this a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
That's a completely valid question. She's just trying to fight it. The window would have been able to clearly see. She's just threatening the other lawyer. Yeah, it's strong-arming. This makes no sense to me. Like, a box and there's only this tiny thing about... What? Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna save it. Fuck it. And we're gonna go for it. Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim.
And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason?
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony.
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car.
Mr. Curls, are you reciting the CT theme to anger this court?
No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick.
These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well,
you're back from your jog.
Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Von Karma.
Tampering with witnesses again.
So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor?
You did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth, and if you even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it. Oh, shit. The shocked emoji from Twitch is so funny to me. They look so genuinely baffled. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes?
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night?
He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
The problem is it was just that, a silhouette. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. Why? Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' lives is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. Yeah, but what you think you saw versus what you actually saw can be different. It doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Trilo said the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, and even I could have been wearing them, what if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of his face I saw, it must have been Max.
You're sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap.
His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? Wait, he didn't mention something. But that's not all I saw. Okay. I think I know which part it is. Let's, save over this. I think it's this. Where's the flowers? You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols?
Yay, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
What the?
Who cares if he knew that they were there or not? If there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one.
No, but the flowers are on the chest, and if he saw them, that means he saw their back, which means he also couldn't have seen their face.
Isn't that right, Mo?
Ah! Oh my god. What?
Silence, fool. You're to respond with the whole truth, no fractions.
Order, order!
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Exactly. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. I'm not overanalyzing if that's true, though. Like, it's his face. You need to be more cunty when it comes to her voice. Bro.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case?
Clearly not. He's just toying with this court.
I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims that there was no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction.
Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about the other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap up this case now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling?
Nick, this is your last chance.
To be honest, you can't overthink this game, bro. This game will... I remember thinking I was overthinking Von Karma in Case 5 against fucking Miles Edgeworth, and it turned out to be right. So, if you think overthinking is a problem, then I don't know what to tell you, bruh. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols are there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. You can't overthink this game, the penny incident. Bro, the penny incident was because they were a red herring, bro. They were a red herring, dude. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Oh, that's a short testimony.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove to me if there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you better at least have a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. Actually, there's a lot of people who said that I was not wrong to think Penny might be suspicious. There's a lot that pointed to her being suspicious, bro. It doesn't matter if they're a kid, dude. That doesn't mean that they are or not guilty. Also, at that time, I didn't know that Ace Attorney was less about trying to find out who it is more than it is about proving they're guilty. Because at a certain point, I started to realize by like case 3 or 4 that all of the bad guys are comedically evil looking. Literally, all of them look like they would kill somebody. And then it just turns out that's all they are. Always suspect a child, bro. I don't give a shit if they're a kid. If they're guilty for a crime, they're guilty for a crime. She was like 18, bro. She could still commit a crime. Bruh. I've only got a single shot as this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is... judge the book by its cover. Yeah, just judge every book by its cover. If they're a kid, they can't commit a crime. I understand, Your Honor. 1 chance is all I will need. She was an unpaid intern? Bro, that... Exactly! Exactly! She was unpaid, bro! Like, dude! There was so many reasons for her to might have done it. I don't really think that the case was that... Like... That's unironically true. Always judge a book by its cover. Exactly! That is literally what Ace Attorney's about. You just judge a book by its cover. Literally, the moment I saw the girl that was smoking in Case 3, it was like, oh, she looks like she's part of the fucking mafia, bro. Oh yeah, guess what? She was part of the fucking mafia. She literally was part of a gang. And then I saw the fucking, the prosecutor, the lawyer, that was going against Miles Edgeworth in Case 5, and I'm like, wow, he looks suspiciously evil. Oh, wow, it's him. The police chief who looks suspiciously evil? Oh my god, it's him. Like, dude, it's always the guys who look like they would do something. My god, man. Forgive me for not thinking that every bad guy has to look evil. Like, brother. And by the way, the Penny, I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd trial, by that point, I thought the game wouldn't be that fucking obvious. Oh my god, bro. There's no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. Mo, be honest. Ow. You promised me... Wait, what? Wait, huh? What? Wait, so who do you think the killer is in this case? I don't know yet. Because no one has paired that as, like, cartoonishly evil yet. So, I can't say for sure. But my guess is maybe the acrobatic will show up and they will look evil. Because it's always the guy that looks evil in this game for some reason. Like, that is the one thing I do not like about Ace Attorney. It is a game about trying to deduce, like, you know, who the killer is and, like, you know, proving the case. But they just make everyone look cartoonishly evil who is responsible. It's ridiculous. All of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Boom. It's Fortsy. Yeah, you figured it out. It's me. 1 chance. Okay. Okay. All of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the soul cat. There was no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Interesting. Yeah, but Thunder, that's the thing. I was under the assumption that Penny could have been responsible for it because I didn't think the game would be that like that. I didn't think it would be that obvious. I also came straight from Danganronpa. So, Danganronpa is like quite literally the opposite, where it's straight up figuring out who did the murder. You'd expect in a game where people have murdered that you'd have to figure out, or at least that would be a key element of the game. But no, they show you like people who just look average, and then a straight up murderer, like someone who just looks like an asshole. And then you're like, wow, I wonder if it's them. And every time it is proven to be them, and it's like, damn. Like, it's sure, you can say that it's more about proving that your client didn't do it, but I'm gonna be real, I think it's more entertaining when you have like and more thrilling when you have mystery elements to it. Because literally they build it up as if it is a mystery, but then they just reveal it to be someone super obvious. Me personally, I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think that is like necessarily a strength of the game. Even if it is still entertaining. Like, you can say that's the point or not the point of the game, but that doesn't mean that it's a point in their favor, if that makes sense. So, yeah. I don't know about this part, though. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And yeah, also, the lawyers are solving the crime instead of the police force. Well, Detective Gumshoe, man, he definitely tries. He definitely tries. Especially the silk hat, there's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. It was found on the crime scene. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. What do you think, Nick? There's no way I'm going to lose after coming this far. I'm equally sure of... I mean, the obvious one is I go with this. There were no white roses that night. All of the other symbols were there, I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. I mean, I might as well. No. Just gonna load back. And I can save it here, actually. And then save, and bam, bam. Not so far, British. The acrobat hasn't been revealed yet. Goodbye, Coraline. Have a good one. See you later. I wouldn't say there's anybody so far that I would classify as, like, the traditional evil bad guy. What was the case we just did? Because I don't know if they change up the system in the second game. I don't remember. What if Mo's actual real name is Mo Arder? Bro. That would be so fucking crazy, bro. All of the other symbols were there, I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat, there's no way I could forget seeing the decorations. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. But it was left behind. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I'm C.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Oh shit.
Order! 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 Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor?
What is the meaning of all of this? You're old enough to know better to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting here, no matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. What the fuck?
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear it was him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene?
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murder... Yeah, so one thing that I am interested about is if there was an acrobat, right? Do you think they would have been able to jump up top onto the roof? You know, that way they would have been able to leave without leaving a trail. Just saying. And we haven't met them yet. And no one looks comedically evil yet. And unfortunately, this is exactly the kind of Ace Attorney logic I have to go with. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
I disagree. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
Yeah, you've got a point. let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy?
Little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You're sure that's how it happened? Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure love to hop on the smallest things.
I'm gonna save.
Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
Well, yes. Look at this picture. It makes no sense. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of the witness's testimony from this course record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I said. Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes.
The testimony you've provided up until now has been false?
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
what?
I was a bit confused about the criminal leaving the scene, especially since Von Karma and her web told me not to talk about what I really saw. Oh, brother.
Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the...
They're gonna say he swung away or some shit like that, right? You're not gonna believe this, but it's still true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... What? This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. Bro. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. You know who also doesn't leave a footprint? A fucking acrobatic.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was,
It's like the boy who cried wolf, bro.
How do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story?
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
He's telling the truth. What he just said now was so strange. I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means that he is telling the truth?
That's what I think.
Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic.
Yikes, you're probably right.
Ow!
Only a looking fool could be fooled by such foolish fool's dreaming. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
It doesn't have to be magic. It could be something else.
I suppose I will let you off of my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the night sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. Yeah. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly wherever I please, it's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you when you're on the stage.
It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
Oh boy. Okay. Holy moly. Okay. Let's save this off. And I think, guys, for today, that is where we're going to end it. I'm so locked out. I thought you said catch the sucker, bro. I think that is where we're going to end the session today. I think we did pretty well with the stream. Thanks for the stream. Of course, absolutely. Thank you for coming, British. Nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. I think this was pretty good. I'm convinced that it is the acrobat, even though we haven't met them. Typically, because most of the time it ends up being such a rage bait inducing game. So I am excited, though. I will say, this case, I will say, it is certainly a case of all time. It's certainly a case. So yeah, thank you for the hydrate. I will hydrate now. Thank you. Thank you for streaming, Fortman. This helped me lock in on my art. Of course, absolutely. That was certainly a case. Thank you for the stream, WVA. Thank you, thank you. I'm excited to continue more Ace Attorney very soon. However, I am going to head off for today, and that's pretty much it from me. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for being here with me. Thanks for the stream, Fortsy. Of course, one of the cases of all time. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. It was a really fun stream regardless, and I'm glad to be back into Ace Attorney. Thank you all for coming. I'll talk to all of you guys later, and we will continue this next week as we tackle the continued story of Ace Attorney's third case. So thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. Have a good one, everyone, and I will talk to all of you guys later. Take care, everyone. Have a good one, and if you haven't joined the Discord server, feel free to join us there. We do movie nights. We're actually doing a movie night tonight, and we're watching the Chipwrecked movie, if you want to join us there. Anyway, have a good one, everyone.